just stay tuned for that. Okay, so right now I have the ribs cleaned, and they're in this. So I did cut them in fours. They were a slab of ribs. I cut them in four. So now what I'm going to do, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this onion, and then I'm going to place it on there. And then I do want to show the ingredients that I have. So what I'm going to use today is the minced garlic. Then I'm going to have the Tuscan garlic. And this is smoky mesquite. It's a little bit left in here. It's going to give that smoke taste. And then the parsley flakes, black ground pepper, onion powder. This is the Sazon, and seasoning salt. And then we have apple cider vinegar. So this is what I'm going to put on my ribs, and you see I have the aluminum foil over there. That's what I'm going to cover it with and then place in the oven. Okay guys, so I did chop the onions. Just a rough chop. What I'm going to do is I'm going to dump them on there, on the ribs. I didn't use the whole onion. Not even half of the onion. So this is what I have left of the onion. I really don't like onions, but I know it, you know, it brings flavor out of the food. But really not big on onions. I'm going to dump that in there. And then I'm going to put my garlic. You guys can see that. Put my garlic. And I don't measure. I'm one of those people that do not measure their food. Then I'm going to do the apple cider vinegar. And I'm just going to put a couple of splashes on that. So, just splash it on there. However much you like, it's fine. Then I'm going to go in with the seasoning salt. Just sprinkle that on there. As you can see. I go back and forth probably like 2 or 3 times. Then I'm going to go in with the Tuscan garlic. And I love this stuff, you guys. I love it. Then I'm going to put the rest of the smoky mesquite. I actually have to get some more of this. Then the onion powder. Ground pepper. Sazon. Then the parsley flakes. Excuse me. So this is how it's looking now, guys. Have it all seasoned up. And what I'm going to do is get down and dirty. So what I like to do is rub my meat. So I want to rub it all in. Rub all that seasoning, everything in there. Don't be scared. If it falls over, put it back. Your stove should be clean. Countertop should be clean if you're cooking. So I'm going to just rub this in, and then I'm going to come back to you guys. Okay, so this is how it's looking now, guys. And what I like to do before I cover it with the aluminum foil is I like to... So I'm going to add a little bit of water because I do want them to be tender. I'm going to cut that off. Bring it back to the stove. And now I'm going to place the aluminum foil on top. And I do have my oven right now at 400. but I'm going to actually bring that down to at least 375. And I like to cook my ribs for about an hour. I want them to be good and tender. But I'm going to check halfway through. So, once they're done, I'll show you the end result. Okay, so while the ribs are in the oven going to work, what we're going to do is we're going to start on our side. So I have stovetop sweet potatoes. So at this time, what I'm going to do, I do have a... So these are the sweet potatoes I cut up. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to actually rinse them. Always clean your food and vegetables. So I'm going to rinse that. And make sure that you get down in there. And make sure that you do not leave any water. With these potatoes, we are not boiling them. It's going to be like a steam cook. So I'm going to pour this excess water off completely. So we have the sweet potatoes. They're completely drained out, as you can see. And these are the ingredients that we're going to add. So I have brown sugar. This is regular brown sugar. This is not light brown sugar. This is regular brown sugar. Then I have ground nutmeg, ground cinnamon, 1 stick of butter, and regular sugar. So I'm going to put these ingredients in, and then I'll come back to you with the rest. So at this point, it should look like this. It looks like a lot, but it's really not. So I have my brown sugar, I have my regular sugar, I have a stick of butter, I have my ground nutmeg and my ground cinnamon. So I do have my stove on. It's not all the way up to high heat. And then what I do is I'm going to place a lid over it and just let it cook. Do not add any water, do not do any of that, just let it cook. And I'll come back to you once they are done. So these aren't done, but I'm just showing you guys how they should look without adding any water. This is just the butter and the sugar, the nutmeg and the ground cinnamon. Look how good that looks already. You don't want to mess with it too much. You want to make sure they all get down in there and cook. And you can hear it. Ooh, looks so good. Then I'm going to place my lid back on so they can finish off. So these are the sweet potatoes. They are done. And then these are the ribs halfway through. What I'm going to do is put them back in the oven for another about 30 minutes. And then I'll come back to you with the plating and show you how good everything looks. No, we can...
We used to watch South Park.